Hello, and welcome to the sixth rendition of the Pixie Dust campaign. Today we have all of our players in various forms, so we're going to be going around the room and doing some quick stuff, but last week y'all got rocked. Y'all definitely got rocked, which is okay. We don't judge you for getting rocked. We're going to do a little bit of a quick recap here. Last session... Okay, so last session, we started out in the Queen's chambers. We set out on a mission. We found a charm bracelet, realized the charm bracelet was connected to all 6 kingdoms. So I changed the charms a little bit. So if you jotted them down, we're going to go over them one more time. We have an arrowhead charm, which is Silver Spire, which has sapphire stones in it. We have a snake charm, which represents Montenegini, which has emeralds in it. We have a lollipop, which represents the kingdom of Lolly, with purple stones in it. We have a castle charm, which is represents the capital. It's a rose quartz stones. We have an empty class representing the dead kingdom, which has no stones at all. And then we have a train charm, which represents West Addis, which is topaz stones. And then we made the bold decision to go to the east, which led you guys directly to the dead kingdom of Underland. Ooh. You guys' train broke down. Nobody suggested to try and fix the train. Y'all just said, let's go exploring. Akima kind of ate it on the dismount. That's okay. She only took a couple of hit points. That's something. You guys decided to let Heather and Harry come with you on this adventure. Mm-hmm. So we're doing that, which is really cool. So Heather and Harry have been brought along with us. When you guys got to the Dead Kingdom, Heather not doing great at all. What is her name? Phoenix not doing great at all. All of the potions that Dr. Isaac brought with him are now either water or vodka or jello in some kind. All of Lost Girls Pixie Dust has now turned to sand. The only people that have any form of defense right now are Akima and Harry, because they have an actual sword. There is no magic in Underland. Nobody can use magic in Underland. And because Heather and Phoenix both have magic running through their veins, they're not doing so hot here in the Dead Kingdom. They're not doing too great. What else? We did get some potions. We did some sneaky, which was cool. Did you? Yeah, cool. The train is still broken down in the Lost Kingdom. And then you guys decided to walk. You were crushing on some Jabberwocky bones, which was really weird. They were emitting some blue smoke, which was a bit weird. Y'all didn't have it. The Jabberwocky didn't have a skull that you could see. Y'all haven't found said skull yet.
But surprised that it is to be found.
Yes, it is to be found.
Okay.
And then Akima was having a little bit of a mental breakdown as she was walking through the Kingdom of Underland. Around her, she saw the war that she fought, the very last war that she fought. She saw pretty much unfolding once again around her. And she was going through it a bit. She couldn't really hear anything that the rest of the party was saying. She was just kind of focused on the house at the end of this house was creepy. This house was creepy. Y'all decided, you know what? Let's explore. So y'all went exploring.
As we should.
So y'all went exploring. Phoenix, the person who was probably feeling the effects of Underland the most, decided to make the glorious and obvious decision that she would be the one to pick the lock on the iron gates that were protecting this house and throw them open. So she threw the gates open, and out comes a wave of souls. And that's where we left off. Where we also left off, the line of succession. Okay, so the line order is Akima is on the far left, followed by Isaac, followed by Harry, followed by Lost Girl, followed by Heather, followed by Phoenix, and that's going from left to right. Once the gates open, Phoenix goes down and takes 2 hit points, or took 2 hit points. Isaac gets pushed back. He loses 0.5 hit points. Akima holds steady but is jostled a bit. She doesn't lose any hit points because she already lost 3 for fucking face planting off the train. Heather goes down. Lost Girl goes down. And you lose about 2 hit points. Yup. And Harry is pushed back, takes a knee, and is uncomfortable. But he and Akima are standing steady because they don't have any magic. And that's where we left off. So, the souls have now kind of passed through you. And we know who's down and who's relatively standing.
So was that 999 souls?
It was about 800 of the 999 souls. It was a lot of souls that passed through you. It was a lot of heckin' souls that passed through you, bestie. Would anybody like to do anything now that the wave has kind of passed and there's only a few remaining souls that just kind of into the atmosphere? Phoenix, you can't do anything. Heather can't do anything. And Lost Girl cannot do anything at this moment in time.
A little bit more than a little bit stunned.
You went down.
Oh, we bit ouchies.
Yeah, we big ouchie.
That's a whoopsie.
Would anybody like to do anything at this moment in time?
Can I go for? Does anyone want to go do anything? Because I have an idea, but does anyone do anything first? I don't want to cut the line.
It's all quiet on our front.
If you have an idea, go for it. 'Cause I can't.
What is your idea?
I'm gonna. Phoenix is the one that's on the floor, correct?
Phoenix, Lost Girl, and Heather on the floor. Yes.
Who's hurt the most?
Probably Phoenix.
Phoenix. I'm gonna go up to Phoenix. I'm gonna pick her up. I'm gonna yell out, "We need to leave now!" And I run, action full dash all the way to the back to the train.
You do that. Actually, give me a. Okay, so you don't have a strength modifier. Roll a d20 for me and add 4.
My strength modifier is 11.
Oh, your strength modifier is 11. Glorious.
Yeah, I wrote it down. Yeah.
Glorious. So roll a d12 for me and add your modifier.
D12. Gotcha. $16.
Nice. You just made it, my dude. I'm like, you have to get a 15 or higher to make that work. So yeah, you
Now it's pumping.
yeah. So you pick up Phoenix. We gotta go, and you book it towards the train. You stumble a little bit. You don't really look to where you're going. You just know the train is in that general direction. So you trip on some rocks. You trip on some bones, but you're still holding steady with Phoenix in your arms. And the closer you get to the train, she starts to wake up a bit. She starts to, flutter her eyelids and stuff like that. The closer you get to the train, the further away you get from this house, the more she starts to wake up.
Okay. Anyone else supposed to do anything?
Wait a minute. Harry scoops up his sister.
As he should.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Scoops up his sister, follows you and mad dashes back to the train. She also starts to wake up. He also trips and stumbles a little bit, but he is a little bit more sturdy on his feet because he's following you. So he knows when you trip, he's supposed to not to trip.
Makes sense.
Akima, you scooping anybody?
It's just us. It's you and me now, kid.
I help
Yeah.
up Lost Girl.
You help up. Do you scoop or do you just help her up?
I scoop her up.
You
Am
scoop.
I still conscious?
Technically, yes, but you're kind of immobile.
Okay.
You're conscious, but you're immobile.
So should we close the gate before we go?
If
I am compelled to go inside.
You're compelled to go inside.
Compelled.
You're
not
compelled
to go
to-
inside?
No.
I'm compelled.
Oh, gotcha.
Akima, you want to go inside the creepy house?
Okay, well, you're not going in alone, and I can't go with you at the moment because
She's incapacitated right now.
ouchies.
Akima, do you
So-
wait a minute. Do you scoop Lost Girl and take her back to the train and then head back to the house?
Oh no.
Or do you just scoop and go?
I scoop and go.
You scoop and go.
Leaving the gate open.
Leaving the gate open. Do you want to shut the gate?
I can't. So I'm just like protesting.
Do you want to shut the gate?
We probably should shut the gate. I am getting the sense that we should shut the gate.
Okay, cool. Just we can't. Like,
So you
run
set
the
Lost
thing.
Girl down on a rock.
Like the pile of wet rags that I am at the moment.
Kinda, yeah. You set her down on a rock inside the gates. You clunk shut the gates. All the souls that came out, that were like in the air, floating, whatever souls were left, dissipate immediately. Clunk, lock from the floor, clunks,
Did you just lock me in?
closed. She locked both of you in. Clunks closed from the ground, shakes a little, rattles, gunk, 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 gunk. Locks the gates.
I thought we were going back to the train.
Halfway to the train, once the lock shuts, Phoenix, you regain 1 hit point. Because now you're at least conscious, but you're not exactly good. But now you're at least conscious and you can stand. Heather is also conscious and can stand, but her mind is a bit rocked. Get wrecked, stay wrecked. You, Miss Lost Girl, are still kind of wrecked. You're still kind of a wet rag.
I'm okay with that. Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy Ann. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. You're definitely Raggedy Ann. And Miss Akima, you've just locked yourself and Lost Girl inside the gates.
I thought we were going back to the train.
You wanted to go back to the train. She was compelled to go to the house.
Yes.
So she dragged your ass to the house. Yeah, she scooped and went forward instead of back. Roll a d20 for me, Miss Akima. Just straight d20.
9.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Your eyes go completely bluish, grayish green the moment you turn back around. So you were close the gate, clunk, you turn back around and your eyes are this ghostly green, blue. You don't see Lost Girl anymore. You don't see anything but the house in front of you. The house in front of you is emitting a bunch of ghosts. They're a bunch of ghosts.
999 unhappy haunts.
They're unhappy because you just unlocked and relocked their house. You were trespassing on their property. So that's all you see. But you see the windows are boarded up. You see the roof is kind of in shambles. It looks pretty small. Maybe 5, from the looks of it, about 5 people could fit comfortably in there. But it's just the 2 of you. Now the 1 of you that you can perceive. With your fucking 6.
9.
9. It was a 9.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. I'm dyslexic as hell. So yeah, with your 9, you can perceive that about 5 people can get in there. But yeah, you're seeing a bunch of unhappy haunts right now. And you don't see Lost Girl. You hear their voices, you hear their screams. You can't make out what they're saying, but you definitely know they're talking. You definitely know they're talking. And it's just kind of as they go up and around and fly about the house and the chimney and the walls and all that shit. You're standing there, you're on a rock, you're trying to collect yourself. Harry, Heather, Phoenix, and Isaac, you are outside of the gates. Everybody is now conscious and standing. Would anybody like to say anything?
Anyone want to go first? I'm just like, anyone want to go first? No, that's all I'm saying. Just asking. Is anyone ready?
Yeah. No, because the other. Well, Shelby, do you want to go first?
No.
No. Okay.
Question. Do we see the train or no?
Yeah, you're about. Well, you can see both the house and the train, but you're about the halfway point between both of them. So no matter which way you go right now, it's kind of up to you whether you want to go. It's going to be the same amount of walking distance.
Do I guess I quickly did I look around? Can I look for Akima to see if she's following?
You look around and Akima is not following. She has locked herself and Lost Girl inside the iron gates.
So do we see them inside the gates?
You hear the lock clunk.
Okay.
You hear the lock clunk and you assume the worst, and you would be right.
Good.
Yes.
I asked Phoenix, can she walk?
Yeah, she can walk. She's gonna stumble a bit, but she can walk.
I'd be like, Harry, I gently put Phoenix down, I give it to Harry. It says, I'm gonna go get Akima and Lost Girl. I'll be right back, and I run back to the house.
You do that. You run back to the house. and the gate is closed again. It is completely locked again.
Good luck getting us.
I yell out to Akima. I say, Akima, we need to leave.
She can't hear you. She cannot hear you. She hears you. She hears something yelling at her very loudly, but again, she hears Charlie Brown voice. Yep.
Question. Is it possible, DM, if you allow this, can I climb the fence? Is that possible?
You can try. Roll a d20 for me. No modifier.
Sure. 12.
12. Okay. So you attempt to climb the fence. You do. You get about a little ways up, and then you just slide back down. There's no real grip there, and you just slide back down at every attempt to get past this. It was built so that nobody can get past it. The only way to get past this gate is to reopen it. Take a minute, pause, regroup. Keep in mind, Heather and Harry didn't really let his sister go. Even though she was conscious and could stand, she is still in his arms. And he is still booking it towards the train.
Okay.
He goes back up the ladder and he sets her down in the cabin, and Heather and Harry are just waiting for you back at the train. They don't try to look for any manuals. They don't try to look to fix the train at all. They're just kind of like, we are on a train. We are safe. Nothing can hurt us if we are on the train. They'd be wrong, but nothing can hurt us if we are on the train. Also, by the way, just little side note, as y'all were running, y'all crunched a lot of Jabberwocky bones. Y'all crunched a lot of Jabberwocky bones.
Do I see anyone else besides Akima?
You see Lost Girl, kind of a wet rag on a rock. She's trying to collect herself and she's trying to stand, but it's kind of like a baby deer being born. It's real cute, but it's not graceful.
Hey, I say, Lost Girl, can you hear me? I just yell out to her.
Yeah, she can hear you.
Yep. Loud and clear.
Do you have any lock-picking tools?
You don't have any lock-picking tools, but you can definitely pick a lock with one of your hairpins. So, yeah.
Just feed him,
you can feed him
on the other side of the lock.
You are on the other side of the lock, but you can definitely, like, stick your hand through and give him some bobby pins if you wanted to.
Yeah, we'll do that, because that's the option at the moment.
So she gives you some bobby pins.
Okay, alright. So I guess I'm gonna attempt to open the lock. But if I do open it, I'm just gonna open it just enough for me to squeeze through. I'm not gonna just swing it open.
Roll an intelligence check for me.
Okay, intelligence. Okay, D20?
Yes, and add your modifier, which is 6.
Sure. Okay. 8.
8?
Yeah.
That's it?
I rolled a 2.
Jeez. You don't know how to pick a lock. You are going at this blind. Hey, Phoenix.
You start walking towards him to help him pick the lock.
If you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll go help him pick the lock.
Your daughter, essentially.
I just know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I really
so
think
wait a minute. So, yeah, Phoenix, your essentially daughter on this mission is trapped behind a really creepy gate with a warrior who's kind of going through it mentally right now and cannot hear you. You're big scared for your daughter.
Yeah.
You big scared for your daughter. But you're also kind of scared for yourself because you don't know what's going to happen if you reopen these gates.
I think I'll go ahead and help him pick the lock again, but I'll try and stand as far away as possible.
So you pick the lock again. Funk falls to the ground. The gates are still closed. You rolled an 8.
Me?
No. Isaac, you rolled an 8.
No.
Yeah, on intelligence, yeah.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Sure.
Shelby, do you have an intelligence modifier? Yes, you do. Plus 18.
Yes.
Cheese and crackers. Roll a d6 for me and add your intelligence.
Wow.
Yeah, she real smart. She big brain.
It's 21 with the modifier.
Nice.
Jesus.
So you know, Shelby, only you know that no matter how lightly you try to open these gates, you're going to get flooded with souls again. No matter how little, because they're going to fling it open themselves. You yanked a little hard because you had to, but when you first opened the gate, it didn't take much effort to open. So even if you try to pry it open right now, both of your shits are going to get wrecked again. The gate is still closed. Isaac, you don't know any of that. You're just seeing gate closed, must open to save friends. What are you doing and how?
Before I open it, I asked Lost Girl, can you get up and get to Akima?
Yeah, so she can get up and she can go to Akima, but she won't be able to drag Akima at all to try to.
I'm weak at the moment, and Akima is way too strong.
Yes, precisely. So pretty much all she can do is just kind of tap on her shoulder and hope and pray that she gets a reaction.
That isn't decking me.
That isn't decking her, exactly.
Because spooking a PTSD episode.
Yeah.
Less than desirable.
You have no idea that any of this is going on. By the way.
Well, I kind of bummed didn't get the Star Cruiser.
No. I'm sorry, babes.
Thanks.
Okay. So yeah, Akima doesn't know what's going on. She can't hear anything but the souls of the damned. With your sight modifier, Miss Akima, you see that the head of the Jabberwocky that you slayed is the door wreath.
No. Oh, yeah.
Is the wreath of the door. And it's taking up pretty much the entire door except for the handle of the door. You're not close to the house quite yet, so don't do anything incredibly stupid. Stay.
Yes, ma'am.
Stay. But because of your sight modifier, because of your sight modifier, you can see that the Jabberwocky skull is the wreath of the door. None of the rest of you can see that quite yet. Isaac, you were saying something, or Alex, you were saying something.
Can I make a perception check around, if I could, to see what's all inside? Not inside out, but, the surroundings of what's in front of me?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception for me. Actually, roll a D12 and add your perception modifier, which is plus 14.
Okay. 16.
16. Another. Okay. So yeah. So you can see that there's not a lot going on around the house. You guys are still in the dead kingdom of Underland. Nothing can grow here. Nothing can sustain life. There's no magic except for apparently this house. Yeah, you don't really see that. There's nothing to see, so you don't see anything.
Okay. The one I want to ask now is like, can I look around to see if like maybe there's like a different way to get inside without opening the gate? Can I make a perception check for that?
You said your perception was what, 16?
Yeah.
So on either side of the house, you see a graveyard with a bunch of tombstones. There might or might not be a secret passage into the house with one of the tombstones.
Can we go explore the graveyard?
If you want to explore the graveyard.
No, I'm just trying to yell out to Lost Girl to get Akima's attention.
Yeah, no. You already yelled out to Lost Girl to get Akima's attention, and she is slowly, zombie-like, making her way to Akima, who's standing still.
Yes.
Damn it. Who is standing still, staring at the house, eyes completely glazed over. Yeah, so she makes her way over to Akima, taps Akima on the shoulder, and is like, hey, we gotta go. We gotta go. Like, you're trying to shake her, you're trying to tap her. And she feels you, like, touching her shoulder and, like, trying to move her and stuff, but she doesn't really have a reaction.
I sigh a bit, and I just say, Lost Girl, you might need to have to slap her. I'll take the heat, but just so you have to slap her.
She doesn't really have the strength to do much damage right now. Yeah. It's a very weak slap.
It's like a wet noodle tap.
It is. It's a wet noodle tap. It's almost as if she's hitting Akima with spaghetti. So it doesn't. Roll damage with your modifier at disadvantage. And then you got 12 hit points. You mother trucker.
Wait, and add my modifier?
Have your modifier.
My modifier. Oh, roll the
Yes,
hit.
that is right.
Yeah, essentially.
At disadvantage?
At disadvantage.
Okay. What? Oh, I wasted a 19. A 9.
A 9. You take a half a point of damage
Okay.
from her hitting you, because she is trying her darndest to hit you, but you're also about a foot taller than she is, so she's got to hop and bop as best she can.
That half a point is because there was like some dirt and rocks on my hands, and like one of them scratched your cheek a little.
Yes.
Not from the actual impact.
No, it's from the jump, of the force of the jump, because she had some triple force on her side. Yeah, but it's 0.5 damage. It's 0.5 hit points that you're losing. Yeah. You are one of the only people not getting rocked right now. At least not physically. Mentally, meh. Also, so long as we're in Underland, your perception, your stealth, your sight, and your intelligence are all going to be rolled at disadvantage. Because you're going through it mentally.
Okay. What?
Not you, Isaac. Just Akima.
No. I figured.
Yeah. So, la 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 la.
So, can I tell Dr. Isaac what I think is going to happen about the gates?
You absolutely may.
Okay, so, hey yo, buddy. I think that if we open the gates, like, we are going to get our shit rocked again. So I think we should try going around the side, going through the graveyard, seeing if we can find any clues as to how to get in or anything special like that.
Considering what happened, what happened earlier, I said, yeah, you're right. We need to like. Okay, yeah, you're right. So let's see what we can do. So we just.
So, okay.
Before we go to the grave, I said, Lost Girls, keep trying to get Akima's attention. Don't let her go in the house, whatever you do. And I run to the graveyard.
Okay.
I feel like this is an episode of Scooby-Doo, but Daphne and Shaggy go.
Poor babies. So, Miss Phoenix, the minute you let go of those gates and you step back just a singular step, that lock, clunk, goes back and locks itself. So yeah, Lost Girl and Akima are on one side of the gate. Phoenix and Dr. Isaac are now exploring the graveyard around the house.
Oh, DM, this is a reminder. I do have like a morning star with me, so I have at least 8 left.
Yes, you do. If you were to fight something, it would.
Star now.
Huh?
It's just a plain old morning star now. It's not magical.
Yeah. Yeah. If you were to fight something, like something physical, it would definitely help you out. But nothing can live in Underland. Oops. If only you had gone to fix the train.
Right.
If only you had gone to fix the train.
Is this whether Harry and Heather are going to fix it?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, that was not the proper dice. I rolled a d12 and I was supposed to roll a d20. No! Ooh. 14! All right.
Beautiful. If it went down the disposal, I'd have gone fishing.
I
would have gone fishing for it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. But Heather has the brilliant idea to try and find a book to fix the train. Harry has the mechanical skills to fix the train, but he is dyslexic and has ADHD. Him reading is hard.
So she's got to read it to him.
She's got to read it to him. So Heather and Harry are fixing the friggin' train. It just takes them a while because they don't necessarily know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're reading instructions and hoping it helps. But Heather and Harry are fixing the train while you guys are doing some bullshit. All right, let's go back to you. All right, so Akima, you are mentally getting rocked right now. Get rocked, stay rocked. You feel Lost Girl, or you feel somebody, you can't tell that it's Lost Girl, shifting and trying to smack you, and she keeps trying to smack you and shake you and get you to look. Yeah, she gets you to try to have a reaction, but your eyes are completely just bluish, greenish haze right now. You don't even have pupils. It's just pure orbs of just bluish, greenish haze. You hear the souls of the damned. And you see the Jabberwocky skull on the front of the house. And you see this little house. And in your military mind, it's a good place to hide. Because you don't know what's out there. You don't know what's in here. it's a good place to hide. But that's the only thing that you can really think right now is military strategy. Where can I hide? Where can I get weapons? Where can I get supplies? Where can I get just basic rudimentary how do I survive thinks. What do you do?
I want to touch it.
You want to touch what?
I want to open the door.
You want to open the door.
Cue me standing very comedically in front, holding my hands on your chest, like, no! The whole time to know. Like digging my heels in the dirt.
Yeah, you were digging your heels in the dirt. You have your hands on her chest.
Like,
you are pushing her.
Literally leaving like streak marks where my heels are getting pushed into the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Your hands are on her chest plates. You're trying to push her back, hold her back as best as possible. But she's just zombie like, I want to touch the door. And she's just kind of shuffling. Like you're giving her a little bit of resistance, but not much. And she just shuffles. I want to touch the door. I need to open the door.
I'm like,
I need to let them out. I need to touch the door. And she just kind of shuffles very, very slowly towards the door.
Oh God, slowly.
Yes,
I'm just
very
like,
slowly.
guys, you gotta hurry up.
We gotta hurry.
Like panicked.
Yeah.
Like half
Lost Girl big panicked right now. She is very panicked. She is like, guys, we need to do this quickly. Please find an entrance quickly.
As soon as possible, or we're gonna get like, I'm gonna get my shit rocked.
Yeah.
This is not at all how you planned any of this to go, is it?
It actually kind of is. It actually kind of is. I'm loving this right now. I know I shouldn't want to hurt my players, but I'm loving this right now.
Hello?
A little torture is good for people. So Shelby and Alex, roll for me a D20 and add 5, both of you, and then tell me what it is.
I got 14.
Nice.
21.
Nice. So yeah, you guys hear that Lost Girl is very, very panicked, and you start frantically like tipping over gravestones and looking for anything that says, here lies secret passage, blah, 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 blah. Or, and you come, you're searching, you're desperately moving and shaking everything. And you see a like circular kind of crescent moon shape of 5 different headstones in this crescent moon shape. And most of the headstones don't have your typical, here lies beloved, Aunt Maud or whatever. Mm-hmm. They have riddles on them. They have riddles. You said 21 and 16, was it? 18. 14. Isaac, because you have studied language and you're a doctor and you have to treat any and everybody, you know Riddleish. You know the language of Riddleish, the common tongue of Underland, now a subdialect in the Kingdom of Lolly. If Heather had come with you, she would be able to decipher this. If Harry had come with you, he would be able to decipher this. But they're on the train. So Isaac, it is up to you to decipher Riddleish.
But I know what it says, right?
You can read the riddles, but you're gonna figure it out faster than Phoenix will. But both of you both of you are doing pretty good. Both of you, like, okay, Shelby, you don't know it's riddle-ish, but you know it is a riddle.
Heard. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I just read the riddle and just follow the instructions of the riddle.
Aw, how cute.
Figure it out.
You have to figure out who killed who. You have to figure out who killed who. Check your Snapchats, ladies and gentlemen, because it's riddle time. So I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to try and figure it out. Talk amongst yourselves. We're going to go back to Akima and Lost Girl. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you're not screaming, but you're pushing real hard as best you can. Because it's locked, you gain a little bit of strength, but you haven't regained a whole hit point yet. At this point in time, Isaac, you've regained all of your hit points.
Oh, cool.
Phoenix, how many did you lose?
Wayne, I'm sorry, I was reading this stuff.
Oh, no, you're good. How many hit points did you lose when the gate first opened?
2.
And you already regained 1?
Yes.
You've regained all of your hit points.
Okay.
Heather and Harry, if they lost anything, they have regained all of their hit points. I'm still creating character sheets for them. Give me a freaking moment.
You're fine.
But yeah, they have regained all of their hit points. Hi, buddy. Roll a d4 for me.
You want to blow on it?
Go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't let me do that. Remember what
2.
happened last time?
So every 5 minutes, you lose 2 hit points. Every 5 minutes you stay in this state, you stay in this house, you stay in this graveyard, you stay in Underland, within these gates, you lose 2 hit points every 5 minutes. And I'll let you know when those 5 minutes are up.
Okay.
Or when those 5 minutes, like, track. So keep track of that, because if you stay here too long, you're done. You are cut off.
Kabutsky.
Hey, bestie. Miss Lost Girl, you still don't have magic, but you're not losing any hit points, but you're also not gaining any hit points. Mm-hmm. You're gaining a little bit of strength, but it's not really messing with you as much, because now you're kind of getting used to it. Okay?
Yeah.
Do we have any idea who killed who?
So I'm reading this all out loud to Phoenix, so maybe that way she could properly help me.
Yes. Because he's reading it out loud to you, your intelligence check or your roll is now a 20.
Okay.
So because it's a 20 and a 21, I'll also say look at the icons on the tombstones that you have, or you can look them up online. You can even look up how to solve it online if you really wanted to. I'm giving you that advantage. You have until noon, because that's when Akima starts taking points. That's when Akima starts taking damage at noon. So if you solve it before noon, you guys can get in and potentially solve this. Or she can start taking hit points. Right now, Akima and Huh?
Who's with me? Phoenix, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I asked Phoenix, do you know the riddle?
I don't. I'm trying to figure it out. But is it is it like it's more tricky than just like the person killing the person before them, right? Like there's more that we need to read into this, or no?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good.
This is a very complicated riddle because this is the secret passageway into the house.
All right, bestie doctor, what?
Bestie doctor. I love that. I love that.
I'm trying to just
Figure it out. Talk amongst yourselves. If you want to DM each other, either through Discord or through Snapchat, you absolutely can. You have 1 minute remaining.
Oh my god.
You.
Then another 5-minute counter just restarts.
Yeah. Just another 5-minute recounter restarts.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like minute by minute, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, no. It's every 5 minutes she loses 2 hit points. But she's got 12 to work with. She is fine.
So you have
8.5.
You have 8? Oh, that's right, because your shit got rocked, didn't
you
it?
have 20 minutes. Oh no. Well, this
You
isn't going very well.
and you are about 2 feet away from the door. You're about 2-ish feet away. Where that wall is, that's how far away you are from the door. And she wants to touch the door. she want to touch the door.
Can I see what's on the door?
Subtract 2 hit points. Now you can.
Okay.
You see it's a big old skull. You don't...
Mm-hmm.
Would you know? No, because...
I wouldn't know because it's not.
Because it's not in Neverland. Yep.
I wouldn't have seen it.
You know it's a big old skull and it's taken up pretty much the entire door. But you don't know what this skull is. You just know it's really, really big. And you know the last time you stepped on some bones, it released some bluish, greenish smoke. You really want to touch the door, but she's in front of you, so she's slowing your pace a little bit. As you're walking, you are pushing against her with all your force that you have left. You're a bit taller than she is. You're about a foot taller than she is at the moment. Mm-hmm. And she's also kind of weak. Do you keep walking towards the door? Or do you hesitate a bit because you feel something pushing on you?
I think I will hesitate.
You'll... Thank God, because y'all shit would have gotten rocked. Thank God. So you hesitate a bit. You're now standing just still 2 feet in front of the door. And Lost Girl, you take a little bit of a breath. You're not pushing nearly as hard, but your hands are still there should she start to move again. And you're just like, okay. Hurry! You just yell over to Phoenix and Isaac, hurry.
It's like, I can't hold it much longer.
I can't hold her much longer. Hey y'all. Do you have any idea whomst killed who?
Do you know anything?
I don't. I'm still trying to figure it out.
I get that Jacob's the wild card because his doesn't have like a specific way he dies, but I can't figure out how that fits in. Is that like all the people that you sentenced, or is there more to it?
No. That's it. That's all the people that died. You just have to figure out like from the riddle on the screenshots. Let me see if let me make sure I sent you all the pieces of the puzzle, because that would be unfair if I didn't. Yeah, I sent you all the pieces of the puzzle. But then again, you could also look it up online, because I gave you that advantage. You can look it up online should you absolutely need to, because in a couple of seconds, Miss Kima's going to be taking another 2 points.
Hurry Hurry up.
I'll give you a minute. Oh, take 2 hit points. How many are you at now?
I think we have to look it up.
4.5.
We can't do this again.
Huh?
I think we're gonna have to look it up. I don't know. I can't make sense of it. Can you make sense of it, Alex?
No, I don't. I'm looking it up.
Because you're at 4 hit points, you start to become weak. You start to crumble a little bit. You start to go into this zombie state. And Lost Girl, you notice that her skin becomes a little gray and starts to kind of fall off her face.
Mm-hmm.
And she just kind of slumps. Where she usually holds herself really, really high, she just starts to slump. And now, if you really wanted to, you could use all your might and push her back from the door a little bit if you wanted to. So you push her back from the door. She almost falls over because you don't realize how strong you are. But you push her back and she stumbles backwards, and your hands are still right on her chest plates. Do we have any guesses? You can tell me at least partially.
Okay, Jacob, no. Aunt Florence killed Jacob.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Did Cousin Maud
killed the twins.
kill the twins?
Cousin Maud killed who?
The twins.
The twins.
The twins.
The twins killed Florence. Florence had killed Bertie. Bertie killed Jacob. So who killed Maud?
The twins killed Aunt Florence.
Uh-huh.
Aunt Florence killed Bertie, and Bertie killed Jacob.
Yup. But who killed Maud? I'll give it to you. Matchsticks in her hair. Maud had matchsticks in her bun, like bobby pins, and she slept, and her bed went up in smoke. Congratulations, you have solved the riddle. You're taking another hit point in about 30 seconds.
So useless.
Yeah, so as you're standing there, the entire section starts to move in a circle. The busts go down, and you see a spiral staircase. 2 more hit points.
Yep.
You see a spiral staircase leading under the graveyard and into the house.
I'm gonna start running down.
You start running down. Phoenix, do you follow? Huh?
Follow, but I say maybe you should slow down because we don't know what's down here.
You also start running down. You're real close to getting rocked, aren't you? Yeah. Hey, Lost Girl. If you try to push her a little bit farther, she might regain a hit point or 2.
I'm gonna keep shoving her back.
Oh, so you keep shoving her back. Okay.
Keep shoving her back. Like once I realize I can push.
Yeah. So you keep shoving. Pause taking hit points for a couple minutes.
All right.
Because she's pushed you far enough back from the house. You don't regain any, but pause on losing any.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are running. You guys are going down the staircase. And now you guys also hear the souls of the damned. And you come up and you open the house, and it's a lot bigger on the inside. It is huge. It is a mansion almost. God. Ha 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 ha. It's a mansion. And you see all sorts of ghosts. They're having a dinner party. They're having a ball. They're having a shootout. They're having all sorts of shenanigans in this house. But there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. You would not be able to, even at full strength, you would not be able to take on this many interdimensional ghost beings. But you're inside the house.
Wait, why did I decide? Oh, wait, they're in the house.
They're in the
You
house.
said me for a half a second.
No.
I thought
Phoenix and
we're good.
Yep, Phoenix and Isaac are in the house. Here's the tricky bit. There only seems to be one door. All the windows, beautiful stained glass windows, by the way, are boarded up real nice and tight. Unless you die yourself, you can't get through the windows. They're also really, really high up, so you would have to climb to get to the windows. But there's one door on the other side of the house. Hey guys,
Present, like being in the house, upset them.
roll a d4 for me, both of you, Isaac and Shelby.
D4?
Isaac and Phoenix, roll a d4.
Do you want to roll a d4, Dean?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I got 3.
2.
Wow.
So,
I've never heard one of them laugh like that.
oh boy. Oh boy. Alex, you got 18.
Yeah.
And Shelby, you got 5.
Yup.
Because you're in the house, a little bit of magic has been restored, but it's not full strength. But only you two have magic at this point. So, okay, so here's what that means. So, Phoenix would be able to shape shift into little animals. She would not be able to go full dragon right now.
Little is enough to get by.
Yeah, you would be able to turn into a cricket, a beetle, a ladybug. The biggest you could go is maybe a very large rat, but that's as big as you would be able to go right now. And it would take a lot out of you.
Gotcha.
Isaac, a couple of your potions have regained magical abilities, but only the ones that are topical. None of the ones that can be ingested.
Okay. So, DM, if you allow, is it possible for me to use a spell to go invisible?
No, that would require way too much magic. That would anger the happy haunts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question: are happy haunts upset by our presence? Do they not know that we're there, or like what's the deal?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay.
So Shelby, you rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, subtract 3 hit points.
Okay.
Yep. You entered the house and your shit got rocked. They do not like that you're a living soul in the house. You're at 18 and you have 2. You rolled a 2, Alex?
Yes.
Yeah, every 5 minutes subtract 2 hit points.
Okay.
Starting now. At the 20-minute mark, subtract 2 more, okay?
Sure.
So, before we go on, do you guys want to do anything?
I'm trying to find the exit out.
Oh, you see the exit out. No, you see the big door. You don't know what's on the other side of the big door, but you see a big door at the end of the house.
Can I stealthily, like, kind of like, quietly with Phoenix go through the,
Yeah, you can walk through the house. You just can't walk through walls of any kind.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
but it's a big house. It's a big house. You're gonna have to, like, it's gonna take you a fat minute to get all the way across the house. And because Phoenix is working with 2 hit points right now, you're essentially dragging her ass along with you.
Do I have enough strength to at least heal, or no?
No. Unless she got, like, scratched by... Like, if she got a splinter or she got scratched by something, then you'd be able to heal the scratch. But you can't let her gain any hit points right now.
Okay. So I guess I'm quickly but carefully, I guess, picking her up and just slowly making her to...
Before you do that, Phoenix, do you want to change into anything?
Yeah, I'll just change into like a ladybug on his shoulder or something. That way he doesn't have to drag me.
Copy that. So you poof. It's a very exasperated poof, but it's a poof nonetheless. You poof. You're a ladybug. You're on his hat right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So Isaac, you can move freely.
Okay, so
I'm pausing you two for a second.
Sure.
Hi, bestie. So, Akima and Lost Girl.
Yup.
You're working on 2 hit points. You're working with 2 hit points right now?
Yes.
Yeah, you're not doing too hot, bestie. You can barely stand. Your skin is essentially peeling off your bones. It's not looking good for you right now. Miss Lost Girl, you're terrified of what you see before you. You see this big, strong soldier reduced to almost nothing. And as she's there, you push her down. She's sitting on a rock. And you start to see the slightest hint of greenish blue smoke start to outline her body.
Oh, fuck.
Would it be possible for me to try and drag her out of closer to the gate? Like, out farther away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she essentially falls in your arms, and you're dragging her closer and closer to the gate, but the gate's still locked.
Mm-hmm.
The gate's still locked. If you want to try to push on the gate or move the gate
Could
at
I
all,
reach my arms through and try and pick it?
You can.
Backwards?
You
Okay.
definitely
I'm
can.
gonna try and pick the lock backwards then.
yeah. So you try to pick the lock backwards. Roll a.
It's gonna be a really high.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, I know what I'm getting into with this. I'm gonna have to roll really freaking high.
You're just picking a lock.
Backwards.
Roll d20 and add your intelligence modifier, which is 11.
13.
You struggle a little bit with this lock because you're doing it backwards. You can't really see what you're doing. But after a couple minutes, thunk, it falls to the floor. Right now, Akima is essentially lying in a heap at your feet because you need both hands to undo the lock.
Uh-huh.
She's lying at a heap at your feet.
Leave her at my feet and trust that she wouldn't go back towards the house. I don't have to go back forward.
Yeah, but the longer she stays there, the thicker and bigger the bluish green haze around her body gets.
Just gonna, I was gonna say a prayer to whatever God I believe in. But do like 10, I hope you're on my side, and then just thrust the gate open and drag Akima out to get her out of the house.
Okay, so you thrust the gate open. Gate opens. Hey guys, Isaac and Phoenix.
Yes.
All the souls have left the house. You are free to roam about the house without any interference.
Okay. I full speed run to the door, open it. Does it leave out? Does it exit out to the front where the gateway is?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You see Lost Girl. She trying to negate the souls, and you are successful in this. You plummet down to the floor, and you hold your head, and you're just there until the wave stops. And you're just there, and you're holding, and you're in like did you ever do like tornado watches at school?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the position you're in right now.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I didn't have it before.
Gate is open. Gate is open. Souls are flooding. And Akima's shit is raw. I'm sorry. I don't mean to torture you, bestie, but you wanted to go to the house. You wanted to go to the house. I had no choice.
Hey, at least we know the house is packed. You know the house is packed. We looked. It serves no purpose but pain.
Yeah, that's not even the worst part.
What?
In your haste, Dr. Isaac, you throw open the front door of the house, crushing the Jabberwocky skull.
Oh no.
You crush the Jabberwocky's skull.
Oh.
In the distance, the remains of the Jabberwocky bones turn to ash. And the entire spirit is lifted into the atmosphere.
Oh. Are we gonna have to fight a Jabberwocky ghost?
Yeah, y'all are. You gotta get out of the house first.
Please, for the love of all that is good in the
So,
world, tell me to
can I
fix
quickly
the
close the
fucking
door and then like run to Kima, like get her out, at least get her out enough, and then like immediately close and lock the gate?
So Akima's really big. She's big. Actually, it would only take about 2 people to carry Akima right now.
I've been managing just dragging, but
Yeah. But she also got hit with a little bit of the souls because she's almost a soul herself. So she's not doing.
down to 2
She's-
instead of 2.5.
Yeah, she's down to 2. So Isaac, you scoop, but she's large. So Shelby or Lost Girl, do you want to help him carry? Because he can't carry her by herself or by him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already there, so I'll be like,
okay,
I'll
roll
be
for it to see if I can pick her up by myself.
No.
Okay.
So
I'm already there, so it's just like an I'll
Okay.
arms and you get the feet kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you get her feet because you're a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
You get her feet. Isaac gets her upper part, her chest, her shoulders. Her shoulders. That's what I'm looking for. Her shoulders. And you guys are army carrying Akima's near lifeless body past the gates.
I have a question.
Sure.
Am I still a ladybug, or can I change back now that we're outside of the house?
You're still a ladybug.
Do I have the ability to change back?
You're out of the... No, because you're out of the house. You're back in Underland. You don't have magic anymore.
Okay.
You're remaining a ladybug until you get out of Underland.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Alright. Can I quickly like close the gate if that's possible?
Give me a second.
Sure.
So yeah, Lost Girl and Isaac, and technically Phoenix too, but Phoenix is on top of Isaac's hat. Lost Girl and Doctor are carrying Akima past the gate. There is a recently released Jabberwocky ghost swirling around the house like it's protecting it. The door to the house is now closed, but the Jabberwocky skull is ash on the ground. Heather and Harry have fixed the train.
Okay.
They have fixed the train, but it's going to take some manpower to get it rolling because now it's a coal engine. It's not a monorail, it's a coal engine now. So somebody's going to have to shovel coal into the majigger to get it rocking. Heather sees that Lost Girl and Isaac are carrying something. They don't know it's Akima, but they're carrying something that looks partially dead, and it's kind of clanking, so it's in armor. Heather, sweet baby, goes down the ladder and gets back to Underland and is now on the grounds of Underland. She is racing towards you, and Harry follows her. And so now you have one of Akima's arms. She has the other arm, you each have a leg. She has a leg. You have a leg. Isaac is carrying her chest. Harry comes down, sword drawn. He looks up and goes, "What the fuck is that?" And you just see a huge ghost Jabberwocky coming for all of you, or seemingly all of you. It can't breathe fire, but it can suck souls. And right now,
dangerously close to being a soul as it is.
And newsflash, she's the one that took the Jabberwocky's life.
Surprise!
The Jabberwocky does not like Akima right now. This thing is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Even in death, this thing is huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full Jabberwocky. Caw-caw! I don't know what a Jabberwocky sounds like.
No. That's like the best thing ever. Oh, fuck. Hang on.
Sorry, give me a second.
You're fine.
Oh my god.
It happened.
Okay.
Literally just like this shit.
Yes. Yeah. Send it in the group chat, because that's exactly what the Jabberwocky looks like. Send it in the group chat, because
I'm working on it.
y'all need to know what you're up against. You're down for the count. You're not. You are. Yeah, you're lucky they got you out of the house when they did, or else your shit would have been And newsflash, while she's sending that in the group chat, if you went into the house, you would have become one of the souls.
Oh, joy.
If you opened the door, your soul would have left your body, and you would have need to have made a new character sheet.
Good thing that didn't happen.
Yeah. Seriously. Cheese and crackers. So Harry's sword is drawn. Whatever weapons you guys have are ready to shoot. But yeah, Jabberwocky. Coming for Akima. diving down, headed straight for her. Before Harry does anything, does anybody else want to try to do anything?
Well, I can't very well drop the woman, so...
I mean, you could, but... you could very well drop her in an effort to save her.
How far away from the train are we?
Not that far. Not that far. Yeah. You're... So if you're, like, where I am, the train is about where the end wall is. So you're not that far. You're maybe a couple feet from it. Max, like 25. Not even.
Chill.
I'll let you ruminate with it for a bit. Alex and Shelby, do you want to do anything?
I'm trying to get the train started. Like,
Train can be started. You just have to put some coal in the engine.
so I just start shoveling coal as quickly as I can.
You're still carrying Akima.
Oh, me? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Isaac is still carrying Akima.
I'm
Along
going
with
to try to get her on the train then.
Heather and I.
Okay.
Try and get her in the train.
Okay. So.
Train moving to GTFO.
Sure. And Phoenix is the ladybug right now. Okay, so Harry, as the Jabberwocky is diving straight for Kima, he takes his sword and cuts its head off. If it were still alive, he would have beheaded the thing. But it's a ghost. All it does is dissipate it. But however, you see that it's
Recouping.
recouping, exactly. So it dives, cut, swoops around, goes back up top, gets its head back. This motion, because it's a big animal, gives you a little bit of time to get your stuff. To fully regenerate, it has to go all the way back to the house, which is at the complete other end of the land. So it's not going to do that. It's only going to go about halfway, get about half strength, and come back. This still gives you some time. Not a lot of time, so you have to move quickly. But it gives...
Precious regardless.
Yeah. So in the amount of time, Isaac lifts him up. Well, you guys shift more towards the train. Isaac lifts Akima up a little bit stronger. So he has now had one hand on the ladder, one hand on Akima, and he makes his way up as best as he can. And you and Heather each have a leg, and you guys are doing the same thing, trying to get Akima out of here as fast as humanly possible. Harry, bless his little heart, Harry is trying to defend you as best as he can, but he doesn't know what this is. He doesn't know how to fight this. This wasn't in his training.
No, I wouldn't be.
This isn't in his training. He doesn't know what this is. But he's there, and he's trying so hard. He's trying so hard. And he's buying you time. If he's not doing anything else, he's buying you time. So he's swashbuckling the ghost of the Jabberwocky. Heather has a singular dagger that has a little bit of poison on it. That's not technically active right now, but it's still pretty potent because it wasn't from a magical source. It was from a poisonous toad because her mother taught her well. Poisonous toad is lining her blade. So she also is trying to slash at this Jabberwocky ghost as best she can. And she's clipping its wings a little bit, but she's not a fighter. She relies on her magic when she fights. She is not good at hand-to-hand combat at all. So she's doing that. Again, because of the way Harry and Heather are fighting this thing, Jabberwocky goes up and has to recoup in the air, go halfway, and turn back around. This time, it gives you enough time to get Akima on the train, Isaac on the train, you and Heather on the train. So all of you guys are on the train. And Shelby also on the train, or Phoenix on the train. Harry is still down there. He's still trying to buy you guys time. Bless his little heart. He's swishing, sliding, and moving out of this thing's way. And then, because now he's pissed the Jabberwocky off, Jabberwocky has relinquished its sights on Akima and is now focused on Harry. And he just screams back to the rest of you on the train, "Go! Go now!" Does anybody... Shelby, you can't have a reaction. Because you're a ladybug right now. You can have a reaction later. But does anybody have a react? The only people that are allowed to have a reaction right now are Heather and Lost Girl and Dr. Isaac. Those are the only 3 people that can have a reaction. Do you have a reaction?
Not on my watch.
I yell out, "Get on the train now! We're leaving!" And I run to see where the coal is, started shoving in to get this train moving.
So Isaac, you shout, "Get on the train now!" And then you go back to the engine room and you start shoveling coal. So you're in the engine room alone. You're shoveling coal into the steam engine to get this thing rocking. But it takes a lot of coal to first get it rocking. So you're doing that as fast and as strong as you can.
Okay.
Lost Girl. At this point,
How much strength have I gotten back?
you've gotten a little bit, but not all of it. You've taken a couple breaths since getting Akima on the train, but yeah, you're.
Frick.
Hold on, pause before you have a reaction.
You go.
Before you have a reaction, after Isaac yells down, he bolts to the courtroom. He doesn't see Harry's reaction. He just hopes Harry gets on the train. Harry says, "Get my sister out of here now!" and bolts towards the house to keep the Jabberwocky away from you guys. Sword still drawn. Sword still drawn. He can defend himself. But he's booking it towards the house. Because he also thinks, hey, this is a safe place to hide.
God bless that man.
He's sweet. He's sweet. He's sweet. She's sweet.
I tell the good doctor, don't you dare move this train until we get back. And then I make sure I have my faux blue pixie dust. And
Sand. It's sand.
no, the diamond dust.
Oh, you've got diamond dust. I forgot about that.
And I get out of the train.
You do that.
Screeching in my most absolutely commanding voice that I can muster for Harry to turn the fuck around.
Get on the goddamn train.
I'm like, I can do shit better than you can at the moment. At least in theory.
Yeah.
Maybe not in practice, but I'm hoping by a shred that this is gonna work.
Yeah. So, Isaac, you hear this and you're like, copy that, but you're still shoveling coal in case.
Get it ready.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
get us
once.
ready to go, and as soon as we get back, we're gonna book it. But
Yeah.
don't leave
Because the
house.
pressure gauges need to be at a certain point
Yeah.
for the train to turn on. It's not at that pressure point yet, so he still needs to shovel coal. And Heather, because she knew you guys would need to come back and operate this train, She left very detailed but clear instructions about how to get this train started, and she put essentially sticky notes as to where the gauges need to be to get the train started, and they're not quite there yet. She did. She put little sticky notes, little stars on the gauges.
You get a sticker in. You get a sticker in. You get a sticker in.
Because she made that manual front and back. Technically, if she had the strength, she would be able to operate this train no problem.
Doesn't have the strength.
Doesn't have the strength. She is
Heather to
stay.
It's I don't want to have to find both of you.
Yeah. Before you leave, you almost dash out the train. She grabs your wrist and she's like, "Bring my brother back, please. He's a dumbass, but please bring him back."
Don't worry, darling. I got this. Out I go.
Don't worry, darling. And you go down the stairs and you. Yes.
Screeching all the way.
Screeching all the way. Heather is now taking a damp cold cloth to Akima's forehead and just dabbing it, playing a little bit of nursemaid to Akima right now.
Absolutely.
She no longer has a blue haze around her.
Oh, good. So
she's regaining a little bit of her strength. Yo! Yeah, you're getting better now. So yeah, y'all are. Harry is booking it towards the house. Gate is again. Actually, no, because gate's closed, but the lock didn't regenerate on the gate. So if he gets there before you do, he's booking it in the house.
And my belief isn't gonna work here.
Nope. But you have a travel modifier of 11, so you can.
What do you want me to roll?
D20 and add 11.
D20 add 11.
At advantage. No, just take what was that?
18. So at 29.
Okay. Cool.
You
book it, and you book it real fast.
Book it. And I'm not carrying a sword.
You're not carrying a sword.
I'm not weighed down.
You're not weighed down. You are.
Advantage.
And you're not wearing shoes. So you're in your home.
Off.
You are better off not wearing shoes. Your feet can grip the ground. You're
propelling myself forward. Excellent.
You had an 18.
Yeah.
Or no, what was it?
I rolled an 18.
You rolled an 18.
29.
29.
Damn.
Under your feet. So you're believing real hard that you can catch up to Harry. You know it won't work, but you're still believing that you can catch up to Harry because that's your mindset. You can believe that you can do anything.
Ever.
Exactly. As you're running, your footprints leave behind patches of green grass and little bits of flowers.
Oh shit!
Little bitty itty bitty flowers. Itty bitty flowers.
Color all the same.
But you're believing so hard and you're booking it so fast.
We're gonna make it!
You don't even notice the flowers behind you.
Oh no. I'll notice them on the way back.
Yeah, you will. But yeah, you're leaving little footprints of greenery as you're running.
Sweet.
Harry hears you, skids to a stop, sees the Jabberwocky pretty far behind him. He booked it, and this is a big animal that needs to fly towards where he's going. So it's a little bit behind him. He stops, and you're going so fast, you just pummel into him.
That's reasonable.
You pummel into him, and you fall on top of him. You fall on top of him inside. So he was essentially at the gates. He's at the gates. He stops just before the gates. He turns around and sees you. You pummel him. You fall on top of him. So now half your bodies are in the gate, half your bodies are out the gate. You are on top of Harry. There's a little spark between you two.
Well, this is interesting.
No, and he just smirks up at you, giving you a full-on smolder, and just goes, "Howdy, darling. You could have just asked."
This is not the time. Is this given name Harold?
No.
No, darn.
No.
I was gonna say, like, is it
It's just
name
Harry.
Oh.
Yeah, Harry. Yes, Harry. And he just, you could have just asked, darling.
This is not the time.
Sorry. I love this dynamic. I'm sorry. But yeah, you hear the caw of the Jabberwocky coming for you. He holds your shoulders, sword still in his hand. He holds your shoulders, and he's like, "Pardon me for this, doll." Flips you over, so now he's on top of you. He's on top of you. You're standing there. You see the Jabberwocky come for him, and it was gonna come for you first. Comes and he blocks you with his body, and the Jabberwocky's talons go into his shoulders and starts to lift him up from on top of you.
Okay, so I'm we're already here, so I'm just gonna wrap my legs around his hips so I can literally death grip his waist with my thighs and then grab my pixie dust, grab my foot with the diamond dust.
Yeah.
So
wait a minute. Do one or the other. Do you grab your pixie dust or do you do a death grip? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Pixie dust.
Interesting choice.
Well, because if my theory works, it'd be easier to just pixie dust on the talons.
On the talons.
Because that's what's...
Yeah, that's what's whole. Okay. Just straight blue pixie dust? Or blue diamond dust? On the talons.
Because I can't exactly mix it with any of the
Yeah, you can't mix it with any.
So I'm just believing as hard as I can that this is going to work.
Roll a d20 for me and add 5. 10. Okay, so she rolled 10. Okay. So your legs are still around Harry. Mm-hmm. But you're also mildly being lifted off the ground. You take the pixie dust, you kind of have a handful of it, throw it onto the towel. You kind of get it a little bit on Harry too.
Oh.
So now he's sparkling.
It's turning into Twilight. It's fine.
I'm fabulous.
I'm fabulous, yes. Gets a little bit on Harry. It doesn't... Jabberwocky lets go, but it doesn't harm the Jabberwocky in any way. He just lets go because now there's a new substance on his feet. He's like, ew, get it off.
It's ew.
Yeah, so releases Harry, goes up into the stratosphere, and you see him just kind of, the Jabberwocky just wiggling its claws, whatever, paws, whatever you want to call it, wiggling to get the dust off. Because now it's essentially like having sand in your sneakers after the beach. It's just kind of annoying. It doesn't hurt. It's just kind of annoying.
Okay. Beautiful. That's okay.
Harry falls on top of you again. So now you're underneath Harry with your legs wrapped around him. His hands are right where your face is. And he just smiles at you. And he says, "Well, now I know what my sister sees in you." Do you have a reaction? Do you have a reaction, Miss Lost Girl, to him violently flirting with you?
the near edge of death is not the time. We'll discuss this later. And I'll let go and like.
He remembers that you say we'll discuss this later.
Sure, whatever. And then
You push him off.
go to get the heck up.
Yeah, you guys get up and you start booking it towards the train, and you're running faster than Harry is, and he's kind of shocked that you're running faster than he is, because he went, but it was between like him and his sister, and they had like racing contests. He would always win because he has a little bit of longer stride. Mm-hmm. He's still taller than you.
I'm still believing we can make it.
Yeah, and now you're following the same green tracks, and
I'm like, wait, there's green.
You're like, wait a minute, there's green, but you're moving so quickly. You know that scene in Breaking Dawn where Bella first gets her powers and she's running so fast that everything moves? Yeah, that's what you're seeing right now.
Excellent.
You are fast. You are not just fast, you are speed. You are lightning McQueen.
Speed.
Yes.
Fast, quick. Lightning.
Ka-chow. Yes.
I'm gonna throw a look back over my shoulder to see how far back he is.
It's pretty far back. So you stop, wait for him to catch up.
Wait for him and literally just do one of those, like, or not even, well, shoot, how far back is he?
Not too far.
Okay.
From where you are, he's about where the wall is. So
Okay,
he's,
cool.
but you guys are still running.
I won't stop, I'll just slow down, and then when he catches up, just, like, grab the, like...
You grab his collar. Yup.
Collar, and just, no, maybe not his collar, because I don't want to drag him to the ground, but, like, his sleeve, like, his shoulders, like, the shoulder cuff.
Okay.
Just...
So you said, do you say anything? Quippy or anything like that? Because I've got something ready. You grab his collar and you say, hold on. Just hold on, nothing more. You look back and you're like, hold on. And you whoosh, and you're dragging him as you're booking it. And it's almost like, yeah. Whoosh.
No, freaking...
And you essentially...
And I'll, like, grab his shoulder, and
not
grab my shoulder, and, like, hold on and don't let go. Because that's a quote.
Hold on and don't let go. Exactly.
Don't let go is a quote from Peter Pan.
Oh.
Whatever happens, don't let go. That's the quote.
Yes.
From the 2002 live action.
Yup. This triggers a little bit of a memory for you when you say that. You don't know where it came from, but he's grabbing onto your shoulders. He's essentially like holding on to you, even though he's a lot taller than you. His legs are like dragging. It's kind of funny how it is. Yeah. But you saying that triggers a little bit of a memory for you.
Sweet.
I'll tell you the memory in a minute.
Okay.
Not knowing your own strength, you get about from where I am to the ladder. So you're the ladder, I'm where you are, and we're running. You grab Harry from behind, and unknowingly you throw him onto the ladder. Because you don't know your own strength. You velocity.
Make it.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
You
really
throw him onto the ladder. He's like,
believing
oof.
you can make
Oh,
it.
wait, okay. And he climbs up, and you climb up underneath him, but you're like, he's going too slow. You grab and you push, and you're essentially like cat climbing this ladder, and you are fast. You're going so fast, you zoom up the ladder way past Harry, and you hit your head on the top of the train. And fall into one of the booths, and you're like, whoa, didn't know I could do that. Yeah. And then you look outside and you look to Harry and you're like, you good? And he's like, I'm coming. And he's going as fast as he can. Do you look out the train at all?
I'd look to see where the Jabberwocky is.
Okay, so you look to see where the Jabberwocky is.
Jerseys.
It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming. but it's coming a little bit slower, just ever so slightly slower than it usually did. Yeah, it's coming a little bit slower. Do you notice the ground at all? Because you noticed some greenery.
Yeah, I would have checked to like see if it was still there because I would have noticed. I'm like, was I imagining that? Or
no,
So,
it's still there, and it seems to almost be spreading.
Yes.
It's a very subtle, like very, 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 very subtle
Instead of like footprints, it's like
globs, and they're expanding ever so slowly, which is slowing the Jabberwocky down.
Oh.
This greenery is slowing the Jabberwocky down because it's dead. It's slowing
Good
it
job.
down.
Good job.
I had to give y'all something. Jesus Christ. A couple of you almost were making new characters. Okay. Sorry, babes.
we'll get you good and fixed up.
We'll get you good and fixed.
I'll reach a hand down to like when Harry gets up high enough to grab my hand, and I'll just yank him in.
Okay. Yeah, you yank him, and again, because you don't know your own strength, you yank him, you both fall back, and again, he is like right here on the couch, and he's just holding there, and you're sitting down, and he's looking like down, you're looking up, and he's like, howdy, again. Shelby, you're a ladybug. You see all this from the top of Isaac's hat, which he left because he didn't want to be hot in the boiler room, essentially, of the train. You see the stuff between Harry and Lost Girl. You can't have a reaction yet because you're a ladybug and he doesn't know that. But you can think of a reaction.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we are again. I'll be like, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you push him off, you push him down.
Like, unfortunately.
And Dr. Isaac yells from the control room, all right, everybody hang on. And it just goes, shooka, 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 shooka. Listen. The train is going and it's moving pretty fast.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's moving pretty fast. The train goes and you see the Jabberwocky flying towards you, and it screeches. That's the sound it makes. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So good.
Yeah, so it makes that noise that I just made.
Heather's in there also helping.
Yes, she's still.
Train.
Yeah, no. She's helping Akima still. So Akima essentially is in her lap, and she's just nursemaiding Akima right now. You guys go and you reach the barrier, and it looks like the Jabberwocky's about to breathe fire onto the train, but it can't breathe fire; it's dead. So it breathes ash. And that ash kind of deteriorates the very, very back of the train as this train books it through the barrier. You guys make it through the barrier of Underland. You are now past Underland. Woo woo!
On the other side?
You made it to the other side. Barely, but you made it.
We made it to the other side.
Yes, you did. And you even met some friends on the other. You almost met the friend. You almost were the friends on the other side, bitch.
Oh.
Like you. Oh God. Okay. So yeah, you make it to the other side. And has everybody seen Wreck-It Ralph?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. No.
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 Just describe it. I will play along.
Okay. So you guys have just entered the kingdom of Lolly.
Oh, is it pretty much like? I mean, I've seen.
It's Sugar Rush.
Okay.
It's essentially Sugar Rush, yeah.
Cool.
So
I
it's
can vibe with that.
double suns, but the suns have like big smiley faces on them, because of course they do. Big smiley faces. The ground is, the sidewalks are chocolate bars. There's Nesquik ponds. There's licorice trees and peppermints and peppermint bushes
So
and things like that.
On crack.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Very much so.
Awesome.
And it's very, very bright.
I can vibe with this.
You guys have magic here. Your magic is restored. Your magic is restored with a catch. All your magic is now candy themed. All your magic is now candy themed.
What the hell was I supposed to do?
Oh, fuck around and find out.
Yeah. I love that insert.
So as you come through the barrier, all of your attire changes once again. Once again, it changes. And now I'll send reference photos on Instagram, so be on the lookout for that. But so your armor changes into, how when you like burst or like crack open a jawbreaker?
Kind of.
So you have jawbreakers on, like jawbreaker pads on your shoulders. And it's just like hard candy is your like breastplates and like armor plates and stuff like that. So it's like hard candy and jawbreakers and stuff like that. And your boots remain the same. Your leggings are now, if you were you wearing leggings? Or just pants?
I think pants.
Just pants. Okay, so your pants are just candy cane stripes or ice cream shop stripes. Like coordinators have the shirts. I call them ice cream suits. Yeah, your pants now look like coordinator shirts. Yeah, so they're kind of striped. Your dress, it was like a brownish dress, right?
I think, yeah.
So now it kind of looks like a waffle cone. Yeah,
Excellent.
your corset, whatever you were wearing, is now looks like a waffle cone, and your purple sleeves are now like saltwater taffy colored. They're still clothes. They're not like actual candy, but yeah, it's think Candyland on crack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Candyland.
Yup, Candyland. It's very cute. Now you have shoes, but they're like marshmallow peeps on your feet. Yeah. They're little marshmallow peeps on your feet, little duckies.
Oh my god. They need to be yellow because Snuggly Duckling.
Yeah, they're yellow. That's exactly what I was thinking. They're yellow snuggly ducklings on your feet.
I'm so happy. That's the funniest shit. Oh man.
Dr. Isaac, from head to toe, you are Gene Wilder, Willy Wonka. You still have your same face, but it's like the purple suit, the golden hat, the candy cane.
This game's not a candy cane.
In this game, it is. Yeah, your Morning Star is now candy cane themed.
Okay.
It still does the same stuff, but it now is colored like a candy cane.
Okay.
Harry's originally black attire because he wants to be strongman. Don't laugh. He wants to be strongman. He's now in like a brilliant blue. Same attire. It's just now like a brilliant, like almost that color blue, like my Brita filter blue. It's like a lightish, tealish blue. It's really pretty. Mm-hmm. Heather's attire changes. She now has little candy canes on her cheeks where there used to be like hearts or whatever. Little candy canes on, or little lollipop swirls on her cheeks. Her attire is now very royal. Puffy sleeves. It almost looks like cotton candy, how pink it is. Puffy sleeves, high-low dress, candy cane leggings. Her nails are bright bubblegum pink. Her hair has, where it was originally like down, just kind of flowing, is now up in a very tight candy cane bun or cotton candy bun. It didn't change color at all, but it's in a cotton candy bun. And she has like lollipop pins to keep it in place.
Nice.
And the minute we go through the barrier, her face kind of changed and she's like, damn, we're home. She likes Lolly, but she thinks the attire is a bit over the top. But yeah, yeah.
What about Dear Phoenix? Does she just explode out of...
Hey, Phoenix, you have your full powers back, but you're... Real quick, what's everybody working with hit point wise?
2.5.
14.
2.5. 14. Shelby?
2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much damage did I take while we were in there? Was it like... Because last session I took 2. So I was down
Last session we took 2,
So
and then you
that's
regained... Huh?
So I was down to 6.
You were down to 6. Then you gained 1, so you were back up to 7.
And then I lost...
A couple. When you were inside the gate?
Yeah.
Yeah, you lost 3 while you were inside the gate.
Yeah. So 4.
So you're at 4 now?
I think. 3 or 4.
3 or 4?
3 or 4.
No, because it was 6
6 gained
plus 1, 7, 4. So you're working with 4.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Harry's not doing too hot because he took on the Jabberwocky of the undead. Heather has all of her hit points now. The rest of y'all, except for Isaac, who's 14, are very tired. Y'all are exhausted. You are just coming back from death. And Shelby, Phoenix is also almost coming, not nearly as bad as Akima was, because your magic saved you. You're just really, really exhausted, and you feel like every bone in your body is just aching. So you dock in Lolly. Akima, you can barely stand. No, you know what? Screw it. You cannot stand. You are going to have to be gurneyed to the nearest hospital.
Medic.
Yeah. Medic. Phoenix, are you still a ladybug or no?
I would like to change back into a person.
You change back into a person. Your attire is very similar to that of the rest of the crowd. It's candy themed, but it's not actual candy. It's like cloth. Okay? Okay. But it's candy themed, so do with that what you will. Harry sees you transform from a ladybug to a person again. Do you have a reaction to Harry or no?
I'd probably literally just be like, what the fuck? Like, literally, what the fuck?
In terms of what? Hold on. So this is I'm talking to you as Harry now. What do you mean, love?
Weren't you literally just all over Lost Girl?
My dear, I am an opportunist, if nothing else. I'm sorry if I offended you in any way.
Okay, sure.
Yes. Be mad at Harry. Be mad at Harry. I thought you were going to dog him out for going out of the train. But you were a little bit jealous. Not jealous, but like mad that he like was all over Lost Girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
As she should be.
Yeah, as she should be. Yeah, that's perfectly fair. Because a couple sessions before, Harry was all over her. Harry's gonna have to work hard to get you, and that's gonna be very fun. It's gonna be very fun to explore. Dr. Isaac, do you have anything that you want to do as you stop the train in Lolly?
Can't heal Akima in any way.
She has the life potion. So if you wanted to heal her, you could. You could also just ring the nearest medic and not waste the potion.
Right, but I can't use any spells to like.
Oh, you can. Tell me what you want to do.
Oh, I just want to, well, if I could, I'd do like mass cure wound and like kill everybody.
You're working with 14.
Yeah.
So you can roll a d20 for me. Give me one.
You said 11.
11. Cool. So we're almost
Okay.
done with the session. So whatever Alex says, just Shelby translate. Unless Alex, you want to try going out and coming back in.
Hello?
Good. 11. So you're able to bring back a couple of. Choose who you want to bring back because you can only bring back one person.
Kima, for sure.
Okay. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
With his 11, you gain back 2 hit points. So instead of a 2, you're now working at a 4.
4.5.
4.5, even better. You know what? Tack on an extra 0.5 because now you're out of the Kingdom of Underland.
All right.
Yeah,
5.
so now you're working at a solid 5.
All right.
Just under half.
Yeah,
Wait, because you have what, 12?
12. Yeah.
Or
Okay, so now that you all went through that battle, I need everybody in the party except for Isaac. Except for Isaac to roll a D12 for me at advantage.
a D what?
A D12 at advantage.
Thank God. Are you
6.
I rolled ones both times.
I got 9.
Okay, so we got a 9. We got a 9.
A crit fail.
No, I got 6.
Oh, you got it. Okay, so add 6 hit points to yours.
So think.
To your general, you now have 6 more hit points that you can use up, but you're still at 5 or whatever it was.
All right, so I'm at 18.
Dope. So
Quite
you have
good.
18 hit points. Shelby, what was yours?
9.
So add 9 to your total amount of hit points, but leave how many hit points you're at. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay, so you're working with how many hit points right now? Like how much strength do you have right now?
2.
2.
Out
So
of-
you're out of what? 12? 8?
What's your total, like, 2 out of
5.
how many? So
So then for her, if she has 5, then it would be 14. So 2 out of 14.
Yes. So you are now, Shelby. Hello?
Yeah.
You are now working with, you are at 2 out of 14 hit points.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at 4 out of 9.
Okay. Hold on. Because that's, I said a D12. Add 6.
Okay.
Add 6 to your total number of hit points. Because y'all just went through a battle and you survived. So now you have a couple more hit points to work with. Yay! Yay! So, real quick, what is everybody's total amount of hit points that they can take?
18.
Akima's 18.
12.
Lost Girl's 12.
14.
Shelby is at 14, or Phoenix is at 14, and Isaac is at what?
18.
18. Cool. So you guys dock in the Kingdom of Lolly. Phoenix turns back into a human, scalds Harry. Heather gets off the train, and Harry gets off the train, and they are both greeted like the royalty they are. They're both greeted like the royalty they are because they are the prince and princess of Lolly. There's applause. There's a banner that appears out of nowhere. There's flowers strewn about. There's all sorts of stuff. They are celebrated that they are back home, especially because they didn't come home with their mother. Their mother got there about a day before you guys did. But they're finally back home. Yay! And then they see you, band of merry misfits, coming up behind them, and they're like, who the fuck are these people? Whom's the fuck did you bring home this time? Is the general vibe of the crowd. And Harry just looks behind himself, looks at you guys, and they're like, they're with us. Once again, the crowd erupts with joy. They don't know you, but they erupt with joy because apparently you're with Prince and Princess.
Quality.
Yes, sure. Immaculate. The end of the train that you came in on, all rusted. The back car is almost completely rusted through because of what the Jabberwocky did. So that's going to need to be repaired. I don't suggest going back the way you came.
No, we're just gonna keep going the long way around. Because there was something about walk to Lolly and take the long way around that apparently didn't happen.
Because they were very, okay. They wanted to take the monorail.
I even took the note.
You did take the note. And if you were there, you probably could have stopped them. But you weren't. It's fine. You all survived. It's fine.
It's okay.
It's fine. You all made it through. It's okay.
It was just a fun little detour.
We just took a little detour. It's fine. Who has the charm bracelet?
I believe I do.
Actually, I believe it was Phoenix that had possession of it last.
No, I think
Did I?
We can check. Hold on.
Bracelets. So the bracelet, Phoenix knows what all of them represent. Dr. Isaac knows everything except the missing one. Phoenix tells the group what she knows about DK, Dead Kingdom.
Yeah. It doesn't say who's in possession of it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Heather is in possession of the bracelet. Yeah, since you guys left, she has been in possession of the bracelet.
Okay.
Everybody roll a perception check for me. Everybody.
What do you want to roll?
D20 and add your perception modifier.
Can I redo?
Nope.
28.
28.
21.
21. You're working with 8.
21.
21. Okay, so Phoenix, Lost Girl, and Dr. Isaac. You all noticed something new on the charm bracelet. You noticed that where there was once no charm at all, where it was just an empty clasp, is now a Jabberwocky skull. It's now a Jabberwocky skull. It doesn't have any diamonds in it, or it doesn't have any stones or anything of any kind in it. It's just an empty charm of a Jabberwocky skull. It looks a little rusted. It looks a little beat up, but it's there on the bracelet now. Phoenix, or not Phoenix, Akima, you are being rushed to the nearest hospital.
Yep. So I do not know.
Yeah, you don't know. Isaac called in a favor to the medic in Lolly, and you're essentially being gurneyed off the train into the nearest hospital.
Of course.
So for the rest of the session, you're essentially hospital bound.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're gonzo. Okay. Does anybody have any reaction to the new charm?
I say, is this bad?
She don't know. She don't know. It appeared on her wrist. Huh?
Be like, I don't know. I don't think so.
It's just like, Nito?
Yeah. I mean, you're pretty intelligent, Miss Phoenix, so you would know that it is a representation of Underland. But you don't know if it has dark implications or not. You don't know if it has dark implications or not.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, nobody else has a reaction of any kind?
Not really. I mean...
Okay. So moving on, you guys see that Akima is being rushed to the hospital, which is fair. Would anybody like to follow and also get some medical attention? Lost Girl, you follow. Would you like medical attention?
Yeah.
Okay, so you follow in the Lolly equivalent of a Wii U wagon.
Kind of wagon.
Yeah, it's a chocolate bar, like it's a Crunch Bar car. And then as it's driving, it's just the gasoline is hot fudge. It's hot fudge that they put in their cars, and when it's driving, the emissions from the emergency vehicle smell like cotton candy.
That's an odd combo. But okay.
It happens. You guys go with Akima in the Lolly equivalent of an ambulance. You guys can all now, except for Akima, you guys can stand now, so if you wanted to walk, you absolutely could. But if you just wanted to hop on the Wii U wagon, you could also do that.
I'll take the free ride.
I wanted to do that.
Hop on the wagon.
You hop on the wagon, you take the free ride. Okay. Isaac, what did you say?
I hop on the wagon as well.
Okay. So everybody goes in the ambulance. You all get rushed to the hospital. You're all in the Lolly equivalent of the emergency room. And it looks like your standard emergency room, only this time it's very pink and bright and just bright colors. Everything in Lolly is very, very bright, very, very happy. Just almost eye-dazzling. So you each get rushed to your own individual doctor except for Isaac, who is actually called in to do emergency surgery on Akima. You were asked to help with the emergency surgery because her bones are a little bit broken. She needs some fluid. She needs some polyjuice potion. She needs some help. Do you go or do you stay, with the rest of the group?
I go to help Akima.
You go to help Akima. You help with the surgery. Surgery is successful. Akima is on fluids and she is on, bone regeneration serum, and she is all hooked up and stuff like that. And she is just laying in a hospital bed. She looks almost lifeless. She really does. She looks almost lifeless. But she's strapped up and the surgery went well. She has a cast on her arm. She has a cast on her foot. And she is knocked unconscious. She is unconscious. She is asleep. So Dr. Isaac, you didn't really sustain any injuries. You're just kind of tired from the ordeal because it was kind of stressful. But you can easily regain what hit points you lost.
Okay.
With just like a good night's sleep and maybe a chocolate chip cookie.
Okay.
Fun fact, chocolate chip cookies have a lot of regenerative powers to them. I know that's not real, but here in Lolly, as well as in the real world, if you eat a chocolate chip cookie, it's scientifically proven that it'll help you feel better.
Yes, because the chocolate has endorphins.
The chocolate has endorphins. The carbs from the bread help you, regain strength. So when in doubt, eat a chocolate chip cookie.
Yes, ma'am.
Here in the Kingdom of Lolly, they actually do have magical powers. So you have a plate of chocolate chip cookies next to you on your bed, Miss Akima. And the rest of you, you guys get apple juice, chocolate chip cookies, orange juice, bananas, things like that to try and help you feel better. Dr. Isaac, you try to find a chair and you are sleeping next to Akima's bedside in a chair, waiting for her to wake up. Okay? Heather and Harry went back to the castle that they live in. So they're back at the castle. They're taking a nice long nap, a well-deserved nap. Phoenix, you go into the doctor's. You don't need emergency surgery, but they also put you on an IV and they give you a big plate of chocolate chip cookies and a lot of apple juice. Okay? And you're also in a bed hooked up to an IV, chilling out. You're conscious at least, but you just need to take a good long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Lost Girl, you're kind of nervous in the hospital. You're kind of nervous. You don't really know why all these people are crowding around you and stuff like that. Finally, one doctor comes in, very nice lady, and says, okay, there are way too many cooks in the kitchen. Everybody out. You make a motion to also stand up and leave the room. And she's like, not you. You, my love, sit down. I'm going to check you out, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So you sit down. She checks you out. She checks your reflexes. They all seem good. You got a couple of bumps and scrapes, but nothing too harsh. You have a couple of splinters in your palms that she takes out and bandages and stuff like that. It's nothing too crazy. Then she goes and looks at your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still stars.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, that's interesting. My dear, do you know what's happened to you? Do you know what you are?
Yes? No?
That roll a d20 for me.
Yeah, 5.
No, you have no idea.
No?
Miss Theodosia, you're a seer, because that's the name that you gave. That's the alias that you're using now whenever you have to fill out forms or anything like that. Miss Theodosia, you're a seer. You can see, and then she goes to turn off the lights, and she pulls from her sleeve an orb, and she's like, you can see the past orb over there of like Rome burning. She slides it down, and now it's in the chest. She's not holding it all, but now it's in her chest. The present, and then she slides down. She's holding it in the other hand, and future. And you just see the cosmos in this orb. Past, present, and future. This gift is not something to be taken lightly. She puts the ball back in her sleeve, wherever it was. You don't know where it came from, but goes back in her sleeve. She turns back on the lights. I suggest you learn how to use this power. It can be very, very helpful to you, but it can also be a curse. The future is not set in stone. The past is written. Be careful the choices you make in the present.
How do I learn how to use it?
How do you learn how to use it? Well, the only person I know who's successfully used it is... No, you're far too young. I can't tell you that. I can't possibly... You're far too young.
I wouldn't be so sure of that, but...
She gives you a little bit of a look, and she frantically looks over your chart. It's kind of empty.
Huh?
My dear, did you fill out the forms yourself?
To the best of my knowledge.
To the best of your knowledge.
There's a lot I don't know.
How very interesting. You know, I once treated a girl that looked a lot like you. Only younger. Ever so slightly. She was full of hope, and she had so many aspirations. I wonder whatever happened to her. Oh well. If you know any information, please fill this out to the best of your ability. And she tries to hand you back the clipboard with the information. And you just refuse it because you don't know the information. Yeah.
I really don't know.
Interesting. Maybe she looks at your age and your birthday. Your birthday's kind of blank.
Yeah, I didn't put one down.
Yeah, you didn't put one down. You know the day. You know it. So what's your birthday?
December 13th.
So you know it's December 13th, but you have no idea what year. You have no idea what year. Oh, your birthday's coming up.
Birthday this year.
Me too. Woo.
99 babies.
Yes. But yeah, so you know it's December 13th, but you don't know exactly what year. She's like, maybe you are old enough. And if you have these powers, you might as well learn to use them. She starts to pace back and forth. All right, fine. She shuts the door, makes sure, like she opens the door, looks around, makes sure nobody's thinking. She locks the door. Find Ichabod. Ichabod is the only sorcerer that I have known to successfully use these powers. Find him, and he might be able to help you. However, be aware of the animals he keeps He always did keep the strangest of animals in his home.
Like what, a toad?
I don't know. Fuck around and find out. She unlocks the door and gives you a little bit of medicine, basically just ibuprofen for the pain if you're feeling any. Get plenty of rest, drink lots of water, eat lots of chocolate chip cookies, and drink some apple juice, my love. Other than that, there's nothing more that I can do for you.
One more question.
Sure.
Do you remember the little girl's name?
The little girl's name?
The one you were talking about?
Yes. I remember her name. She was so sweet. She always used to send me flowers on my birthday, little tiger lilies. Her name, Wendy Moira Angela Darling. You look like her, except your eyes. You have different eyes.
That's a new development, to say the least.
What a twist!
Miss Theodosia, you are on your way. I believe your friends are in room... Roll a d6. Somebody roll a d6 for me.
Unit 4.
4?
4 or 2.
4.
4 it is. I rolled
3.
3.
2.
Okay. Hold on. Hold. Okay. Akima, you're in room 196.
Okay.
Shelby, what did you say?
3.
You're in room 193. 4. You're currently in room 194. So Shelby is next to you and Akima's down there, down the hall. Okay, so write down those numbers if you want to. You absolutely don't have to.
196, you said?
You're 196. Shelby, you're 193. And Lost Girl was just in 194, but she is exiting. Do you want to go to any of the rooms? Do you want to go to either room? Isaac, you are also in room with Akima, so you're room 196 as well.
I'll pop into 193.
You'll pop into 193.
But I'll peek on either side of me.
'Cause that's your
when
mother.
I see someone I know is the one I go into.
Yeah.
So since 195 doesn't have anyone I know in it.
Yeah, 193.
193 does.
And you see Phoenix. She's human again. She's kind of in a hospital, a bright pink hospital gown. She's asleep. She's asleep right now. She's just regaining rest. She has a plate of chocolate chip cookies and a big glass of apple juice on her nightstand table. And yeah, do you want to sit with her and stay there? Do you want to explore the hospital a bit? Do you want to try to reach out to Heather and Harry? What are we doing? What are we feeling? What?
I'll sit and snag it. Did I have my own plate of chocolate chip cookies?
So you had a couple of chocolate chip cookies, but you didn't have a plate of them.
Okay.
Yeah, you had like 1 or 2 just to regain your strength. Also, at this point, you have how many hit points?
12. I was at 4. I'm 4 out of 12.
You're 4 out of 12.
I was.
So you're now 10.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Glorious.
you're now at 10.
Excellent. Do I have my bag with me still?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I'll
have...
sit with a glass of water and wait for her to wake up and flip through my Peter Pan book.
Okay.
I'll reread the part where...
Do you want to read it out loud to her? Because sometimes vocal stimulation can help patients wake up.
Yeah.
So you read it out loud.
I'll steal a sip of apple juice because I probably haven't had apple juice yet. I'm like, ooh, what's this?
Oh, no. You've
We've had apple juice.
Well, you had it for yourself. They gave you apple juice as well.
She gave me water.
Well,
Whatever it was.
No. She gave you apple juice first, and then she also gave you water.
Okay,
to
cool.
balance it out because apple juice can be a little too much sugar. And she saw that you were young, so she didn't know how you would react to sugar.
Gotcha.
You also didn't fill out the form, so she's like, oh, I don't know if this girl is diabetic. I don't know her medical history. So I'm giving her water.
My medical history.
Yeah, I'm giving her water to balance. So you have your own cup of water, but if you want to steal a little bit of Phoenix's, you absolutely can.
Alright, well, I'll snag a cookie and my water, and I'll sit down and I'll read.
Okay. Do you want to play with the water at all and do some cool water shapes and use some blue pixie dust, or no? Just to give you something to do with your hands?
Sure.
You don't have to. I thought it would be fun to do.
Yeah, I mean,
Do it.
fine.
So you take like a little itty bitty pinch of just blue pixie dust and you start just playing with the water and you essentially make like water animals. So you make like a little unicorn and then you like move your fingers a little bit and you make it into like an elephant and then you move it a little bit more and you make it into a giraffe and you make it into all sorts of little animals, just not even like thinking about it as you read the book, and it just changes as you read the book. So when you say tiger lily, you like move your fingers and it turns into a tiger lily. And then you say, oh, and then the rabbit and the skunk, and then it turns into a rabbit and turns into a skunk. And then there were birds flying across the sky. It turns into a bird. So cute little things like that. Just it's essentially like a fidget spinner for you, but it's water and it's cool. So yeah, you're back up to 10. Phoenix is getting there, but isn't fully there quite yet. Akima is still down for the count, but Isaac is with her. You think back, Miss Lost Girl, you think back to when you were running with Harry as you're reading, and you pause, and you're like, oh, I remember that. What was the saying again? Hold on tight or something like that?
Whatever happens, don't let go.
Whatever happens, don't let go. It triggered a memory. And in the heat of the moment, you couldn't really focus on that memory. But now that you've had a chance to calm down, it kind of comes back to you. And a teenage boy, no more than 19, you're on his back and you're holding on to him, legs around his waist as best you can, holding on to him. And he looks up at you and he smiles. And he's like, whatever happens, don't let go. And he's flying under you, and you're just there and you're soaring. He has red hair and he's in green garb, and you're flying over Neverland. You're flying over Neverland, and you're very, very young. You're very, very young. And you're excited to be up in the air. You're like, this is so cool. So you let go and you hold your arms out, but you didn't anticipate how fast he was going. And you fall down and you start to fall. You start to fall. And he reaches for your hand. He goes, Will, believe. And you close your eyes real, real tight. And then you open them back up. And you're in the air right next to him. And he's like, lean left, fly left. Lean right, fly right. And you're there and you're flying. And your hands are tingling a little bit, a little yellow. And then you see a little pixie come in front of your face and just cling, cling. And then you're flying. You still don't have bare feet. You're in like a nightgown. and you're flying next to this boy. And he's like, see, little Willow? I told you. Everything was going to work out so long as you didn't let go. What I didn't tell you is that you can't let go of belief. And that's where the memory ends. Do you have... Huh?
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
So, do you have a reaction at all other than okie dokie, or...
I'd probably be like, where have I heard Willow before? And then like, oh, the shadow called me Willow.
Little sapling, little tree.
That little tree.
Yep. He was referencing a willow tree.
Mm-hmm.
It's your name. Willow is your birth name. But only you know that at this point. You haven't shared that with anybody. But your given name is Wilhelmina.
I love that.
Do you want to share that with the group? Do you want to hold on to it for a little while? Well, the group is kind of down for the count right now.
More appropriate time.
Do you want to keep using the alias Theodosia?
For now, because that's my story, I'm going to stick to it.
Okay.
At least while I'm still in Lolly.
Okay, so you will remain Theodosia until you see fit to become Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm.
They're just... People just call you Willow or Will. Okay. All right, so it is 1:57. Now that everybody is in the hospital, in Lolly, we've tied up all the loose ends. I think that's where we're going to end this session for today. I put y'all through a lot. I'm so sorry.
That was good.
I am...
I'm just glad Akino's okay. That's my main concern.
Yeah, so are we.
Sorry, Akima.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm glad that you're okay, though.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I think it's hysterical that y'all couldn't do anything. But hey, helpful hint. I don't think that's the last time you'll be in Underland. I don't think that's the last time you'll be in Underland. But at least now you know what to expect.
Right.
And the next time you go, it might not look the same.
Okay.
It might not look the same.
Might be a
Keep that in mind.
grass might be a little greener on the other side.
Yeah.
Noted.
For once.
The grass is always greener because it's painted. All right. So before,
That's funny.
No, I saw that a meme on Facebook because, whatever. Before we end the recording, before we end the session, does anybody have any questions for me as a DM?
Not really.
Not really?
Could I say something real quick?
Sure, go for it.
Can Isaac, real quick, before he goes to bed, goes to pass out, to use like a sending message for someone to look after the queen? To look after the queen, she's ill, and that we'll be back soon for a cure?
Yeah, you can send a homing pigeon.
Okay, alright, I can do that.
Yeah, you send a homing pigeon, it gets to the queen. Her advisors are looking after her. Huh?
Yeah, okay.
I feel like we would
That's
have made
good.
sure of that before we left.
Yeah, no, we did. We were just, she sent us on a mission, and we were just like, okay, let's go. But yeah, no, her advisors are looking after her. She is good. She is also resting, because she got racked last session too, or session before that. But yeah, no, she's back in business. She's ready for action now, so she's all good.
Excellent.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Once, twice? All right.
Yes.
So are we still interested in doing a completely unrelated one-shot? What's the name?
Yes. We'll get to that a little later. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go on the phone call. Have a great day, and I will see y'all real soon.
See you real soon.
Bye, guys. Bye.
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 Bye.